Child, I would love to do that.
Hey, everybody.
I would love to do this and meet him.
Who? I
Leslie
said,
Jordan.
hey, everybody. Me who?
Leslie Jordan. He has a trip around New York City.
Mm-hmm.
I love Leslie Jordan. He was on Will and Grace when oh god, what's her name? Not Grace, but the other one that was funny.
Jack.
Jack's friend. What was her name?
Mm. Oh, the drunk one.
Yeah.
The
Well, she
rich,
would
the
always
rich
say
one.
Beverly Leslie is a fag.
Mm-hmm.
Beverly Leslie is a homosexual.
Mm-mm. Remember the time she thought that Grace was trying to hit on her? She said, "Let me tell you something, Leslie Borden."
No, but her little friend, Beverly Leslie, that's who he played on Will and Grace. I love him. I fucking love him. He is such a kiki. I would love to meet him.
For the love of Christ.
Oh, for the love of Christ.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Yes, we are here. Good morning. Oh, no, good morning, good afternoon. Happy breakfast, happy brunch, and things. Yes. Shout out to everybody that will watch the replay. Shout out to you new subscribers. And shout out to Facebook. Shout out to Twitter, Instagram, all the social media platforms that we're on. Shout out to all of you guys. I hope all is well this morning. Ooh, my feet, Joseph, are really doing shows today.
They
Do you
hurt.
hear me? Yes, it's the neuropathy. Oh my
And you
God.
just walk.
The neuropathy is like killing me, like you would not believe. Um, I'm having like this. It's like a pain, it's a pain, and like even rubbing my feet, it makes it
I
even
know, mine
worse.
do the same thing.
Oh, it hurts so bad. I'm gonna have to take some Tylenol, um,
Hey,
to get
Lawrence.
rid of the pain. Hey, Lawrence, how you doing, Lawrence? Yeah, I'm gonna have to take some Tylenol, in order to,
Get rid of the pain.
yes, because it's driving me crazy. It's about to drive me up the
Oh,
wall.
trust me, I understand.
It hurts. It hurts so much. Maybe I need
I
to see. That's why I need to get me some weed. I
You
need to
don't
get
need
me
no
something to
weed.
smoke. Something. Now, yes, I do. I need to smoke something. See, if I had some weed in my system, I wouldn't be having these problems.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you think?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what you know.
Child, the Lord's medicine is the best medicine for you. People don't understand it. People when they look at marijuana, they think marijuana. Oh, you smoking marijuana to get high. But a lot of people don't smoke marijuana to get high. A lot of people,
Not old people, not in their old age. You
marijuana has
found them? That
what?
ain't them.
No, these are my
The
other
other
glasses.
one.
But marijuana has helped me out a lot, and I'll tell you why.
I'm
Because
sure.
there was a time where I used to take Percocet. I used to have to take Percocet in order to alleviate the pain.
Right.
But the Percocet didn't do nothing. That right there, that'll get you high. Taking them Percocets.
I,
I used to be sitting up in my
no,
house
I
just
never
like
had
this all day,
Percocet
Joseph.
for pain. I only had Oxycontin for pain, and
So
that ain't did nothing for me.
I used to sit up in my house like a zombie, like spaced out.
That's why you can't get none now.
Why?
Because people like you sitting up in the house like a zombie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. But let me say this: I never abused my prescription. Like my prescription was take twice a day.
Hey, people in the
No, I had
bushes.
to take it 3 times a day. 3 times a
Ooh.
day. Yeah, you see that? That was a
Mm-hmm.
callus. But I had to take it three
Let me
times a day.
smile on you.
Yeah. I had to take my Percocet 3 times a day, every day, right? And that would keep me like I wouldn't be in no pain, but I would be like spaced out all day. I couldn't drive, I couldn't really do nothing. I really couldn't function. I used to just sit on the sofa.
Hey, people in the
But
bushes.
then I stopped taking the Percocet and I started smoking marijuana.
Again.
And when I started smoking marijuana, it alleviated the pain the same way, but I wasn't in this in this uh, um, in this zombie state. I wasn't in this state where I couldn't function, I couldn't do anything. So that's why I say, a lot of people don't understand the benefits of marijuana. I
That's
think,
why that's why I don't get mad when you smoke it. I just don't like the smell of it.
yeah, I think it's a great thing that they've legalized marijuana in so many states because it does benefit a lot of people. There are children out here that endure things like there was a big thing a couple of years ago in New Jersey. This little girl, excuse me, this little girl, she had lupus and she experienced pain, but her mother found that
Edibles.
no, her mother found a herbal doctor to give her THC oil, and what she would do was take a little bit of this oil and rub it on her hand like this,
Mm-hmm.
and she wouldn't have no pain. But the THC oil was illegal in the state of New Jersey at
Right.
one time, so she couldn't get it. She had to drive all the way to a whole different state and hope that she didn't get pulled over by the police and they catch her with this THC oil. Otherwise, she could have went to jail for a long time.
Right.
But it was something that was benefiting her daughter, so she became an advocate for marijuana to be legalized in the state of New Jersey. So now that marijuana is legalized in the state of New Jersey, her daughter, I'm pretty sure this woman is happy because her daughter can get
The
the
oil.
treatment, the treatment that she needs. A lot of people that endure pain, um, you know, unfortunately they have to, and a lot of doctors are leery of doing it, but they have to turn to pain medications like Percocet and Tramadol
But they're not gonna
and
give that
stuff
to
like
kids.
that in order to help them with pain management.
But again,
But
they're
the
not gonna
but
give
but
that
the
to a child.
drugs are what's harmful. The drugs that the doctors prescribe are what's harmful. Marijuana is not harmful.
Well, they harmful because you get addicted, and
Well, marijuana is not addictive.
that's what I'm saying. I ain't never known nobody that got addicted.
Yeah,
People do marijuana because they want to do
let
it,
me tell you something.
not because it's an addictive drug.
I've been smoking marijuana ever since I
Is
was.
that the Gabby?
Yeah, we gotta get some more.
I got a call.
I've been smoking marijuana since I was, let me see, 30 years old, right? And there's been times in my life where I just didn't smoke. There's been like years that have gone by. I can stop. Yeah,
Decent people.
yeah, I can stop at any given time that I want. Pass me soda. I can stop at any given time that I want. Um,
But can I say this? And this ain't got nothing to do with you, what you talking about. But I just want to say it. Y'all, if y'all ain't got some lips hot sauce, baby, if you a hot sauce person,
oh yeah, his hot sauce is good.
the flavor is amazing.
Yes, that's what I like. You know what I like? Now I remember the other day I said that his hot sauce is like really, 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 really
Right.
hot.
And I
But I
told you, I was
discovered
like,
that I didn't
Terrell,
shake it up.
right, you got to shake it up because it wasn't hot. It was
Yeah.
hot enough as hot sauce, but it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like you said. Because I'm like,
Right.
well, did he send me the wrong one?
Mm-hmm.
Because you was like, oh, it's so hot, it's
Because
so
you was
hot.
like, Shamir, that's the mild one.
Right, and I'm like, well, if that's hot, that's the mild one. But then when I shook it up and put it on my fish and shrimp yesterday, oh my God, it gave my fish and shrimp such a good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Because the one thing I know about Lips, because he says it, he don't like vinegary hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Or like sometimes he'll eat it and say he putting it on his food because he want that vinegary taste.
Mm-hmm.
His hot sauce ain't vinegary at all.
Mm-hmm.
It just has a nice flavor.
Yes, it has a nice flavor.
A nice flavor
It
to
kind
it.
of reminds me of like red hot sauce and Tabasco sauce, all
Right, it
combined
gives you a
together.
Tabasco hot sauce
Mm-hmm.
as a combination. Like I don't
Yeah.
like Tabasco sauce because I don't like the flavor of Tabasco sauce. So if you give me Tabasco sauce, I might put it on my food depending on. But then I get mad because I'm like, ooh, this just messed up my food.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather the red hot
Mm-hmm.
on my food. but his hot sauce just, I mean, it gave my fish and shrimp
It was flavorful.
such a good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to put this on other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted more food.
I'm waiting to put it on some wings. Like I want to get some wings and put it in the air fryer and then baste it with the hot sauce.
With the hot sauce, because his hot sauce is good.
Yes.
And they also said in the fridge it's even better.
Oh,
he
really?
Said in the fridge it's even better when you put it.
Oh, that's why you told me to put it in the refrigerator.
That's why I told you to put it in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
He said, somebody has said it on a video, and he said, yeah, you're right. It's real good when you put it in the fridge.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that's why when you spilled it today by accident on your food, on your breakfast.
It was good on my sausage.
Yeah, it was. That's why I was like, what is Tramel talking about? This ain't hot. It's hot.
Because when it...
But it ain't burning hot.
Yeah, child, let me tell you something. The other day when I tasted it, my tongue was on fire. You hear me? It was on fire, child. And I was like, oh my God, this hot sauce is like really, really hot. Now it wasn't hot to the point where it was unbearable, but it was hot. I said this hot.
Right. That's
I said this hot sauce got a kick to it. But then whenever I tasted it today, it was like it was a nice mellow flavor. Yeah.
Right.
It was good. And the crazy part is I made a mistake and spilled it on my sausage, my breakfast sausage this morning. But it was good. It was really, really good.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I might order another one and get the hotter one.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that ain't hot to me. It's hot, but it ain't.
No, that's hot enough for me, Joseph. That's hot enough for me.
Like his hot sauce did not repeat on me. Normally, if I do red hot, by the time I go to sleep, it's coming back up in my chest. His hot sauce didn't.
Are we doing a Lips hot sauce review?
Yeah, we got to make some wings and then do.
Yes, we have to make some wings and put it on there. I'm just like anxious to see what it would taste like with some wings, because it reminded me of, like, you know, if I was gonna have buffalo wings or something like that. Yeah. It was a little bit hotter than buffalo sauce, but
you could see the jalapeno pepper.
Yeah, you could see
the seeds in it.
Yeah.
And that's why I said you guys.
And that's what I liked about it too, is that it looks, you can look at it and you can tell it was homemade.
Right.
But it's not too thick.
Mm-mm.
You know.
And it's not too thin.
You're right, it's not too thin, but it's really, really good. It has that full body flavor, and as you say it's not too vinegary.
Right, because a lot of our sauces are real vinegar.
Yeah. So shout out to Lips. Shout out to Lips in that hot sauce, y'all. Let me tell you something. If you've not gotten any and you having a barbecue before the summer is over with, you will want to get you a bottle of Lips hot sauce.
Over there thinking that it's too expensive for some hot sauce.
Let me tell you something.
But the bottle is huge.
I don't care how expensive you think it is. You are getting a bang for your buck, because we paid what, $20 for that bottle? $29. $30 for the bottle, but I mean it's a huge bottle of hot sauce.
It ain't nothing that's gonna be good.
That's what, 24 ounces?
Yeah, it gotta be.
It's gotta be 24 or 32 ounces. So I'm telling you, y'all, you will want to get a bottle of Lips hot sauce and get it and put it on your ribs, on your grill. Get your grill out, get you a nice rack of ribs, and you want to get you a brush and you want to base your ribs with this hot sauce. Because I'm telling you, it's all that. It's all that. I'm telling you, get you some Lips hot sauce today. And all you have to do is go over to his channel. I think it's in his description. It's in the description of all of his videos. Go over there. I'm telling y'all, if you short selling yourself, if you're gonna get you a bottle of Lips hot sauce, because I'm telling you, his hot sauce is that good. It's that good. He need to have that marketed. You know, he need to have that in the grocery stores.
Yeah.
He need to have that in the grocery stores. I don't know why he doesn't have it, or he hasn't been. I don't know if he's been shopping around to have it put in the grocery stores, but he needs to have that in the grocery store. Maybe he need to get with B Love or somebody. But B Love, if you listening to this, you need to get with Lips, and y'all need to come up with some type of way of getting that hot sauce out in the grocery store.
With his hot sauce. She did a video with his hot sauce.
Did she?
and she loved it.
Yeah, she need y'all need to get together. I don't know what you need to do, Lips, in order to get
Actually,
this.
I want to order the hotter one because I want to see which
No,
one.
I ain't trying to order the hot one, hotter one. This one works fine for me. But y'all need to, Lips. I don't know what you need to do to get this marketed and get it out on the shelves, but you need to get it marketed and get it out on the shelves. Because this hot sauce is amazing. It is. It was amazing. I can't lie about that. I had to be
Because when you
brutally.
spilled it
I
on
had to
your
be
food
honest.
this morning, I said, "Oh," and you was like, "Joseph, this hot sauce is good." I said, "I
Mm-hmm.
told you it
It
ain't too hot."
was.
Not that you didn't say it was good before; you just thought it was too hot.
Yeah, I thought it was too hot. I was like, I ain't gonna never eat this. I ain't gonna never use this hot sauce. This is Joseph hot sauce. He'll use it. I ain't gonna use it because it's too hot. But I'm telling you, it was delicious. It was this morning. I made a mistake, and it's so crazy. Is I made a mistake and spilled it on my breakfast sausage. And I was like, I ain't throwing my sausage away. I'm gonna eat my damn sausage. And I ate it, and it was good. It was really good.
Right.
It was good. It was good. I mean, and I'm not a hot sauce person, Joseph. You know, I ain't no hot sauce person.
Unless it come to wings or something.
Yeah, I'm not a hot sauce person. Even when I order my, I'm gonna get you something else. When even when I order my, oh, excuse me, y'all. It's my allergies. Even when I order my buffalo wings, I order mild. You know, I'm not a hot sauce person.
And you order the sauce on the side.
I'm not a hot sauce person. So,
oh, why did you say that?
What?
Now you make me want some wings from over there at the pizza shop.
Where at Benny's?
Where you got them the last time?
Oh yeah, them wings was good, wasn't they?
Wings was banging.
They were good.
Only thing we need ranch instead of blue cheese.
Well now last night I was thinking, when we ordered this seafood yesterday, I said, "Oh, you know what I want to get me today? I want to get me a gyro."
From there?
Yeah.
Child,
But then I remember,
kind of money
I ordered one from there. I didn't like it.
Did you?
Yeah, last time we ordered from there.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I didn't like it. But um, all this food we talking about. We just had breakfast, and now you got me hungry again. Child. Um, hey guys, you know what? And I just want to first of all, I gotta shout out Monte. Monte, all I'm gonna say to you is thank you.
Soon as you said it, he popped in.
Yeah. Did he?
Soon as you said it, he popped in.
Well, I'll be doggone. Monte, all I want to say to you, I'm not going to say anything else, but you know what I mean. You know what you know what I'm talking about. I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We, the McCraeKingz, we love you and we appreciate you. Thank you for just being a support system for us, for always being there. Monte is always, I don't care. The only time we don't never see Monte in our chat is when he's at work.
And he even popping when he at work and say, "I'm at work, y'all," and then leave.
Monte has been a supporter of ours from
day one.
Day one, yeah, just about day one.
Since he found us.
And he's not only a supporter, he's not only a subscriber, he's a son to us. He's our prince. And
yes, because my child will text me and call me all times of night, honey. Joseph, I gotta ask you a question. Joseph, I need some advice. Joseph, what do you think?
Monte will text you at 3 a.m. in the morning.
He sure will. And I'll be and if I'm up, I answer him. If I ain't up, when I get up, I'll be like, Monte, I was asleep. What you need, boo?
Yeah. But we just want you to know that we love you very, very much. And we really do mean that. I really do mean that. Monte is a son to us. And he knows. And Monte, if you didn't know that somebody loves you out here, or that you are loved, but that you got two fathers out here, you got two. If you ain't had one father, you got two fathers out here now.
If I gotta say, well, no, he like you, honey. So I'm not gonna say that.
What?
I was gonna say Monte done sent me some pictures. I'm gonna say he my daughter. But he like you. He's like you. He's eccentric. And I love that about him.
Yeah.
Because he'll ask me, Joseph, what you think
And
about
he's a
this?
Sag.
And I'm like,
Hey.
do what you see. When it comes to me and people want to walk in their truth and live in their truth, and they ask me what I think about certain things, I'm going to support you because I've been there before. I've been there where I wanted to wear what I wanted to wear and I wanted to look the way I wanted to look. So I'm never going to tell you no unless I just think you look ridiculous. Now, if I think you look ridiculous, I'm going to say, boo, you need to try something different. But if I think you look good, I'm going to tell you, bitch, wear it.
Right, you better work.
I don't give a fuck.
You
And
better
you better
work.
not give a fuck because I think you look cute.
Right.
I don't stop people from being themselves. I've
Mm-hmm.
never been that person
Mm-hmm.
because I've always wanted to be myself, and I know people try to stop me from being me,
Mm-hmm.
but I did what I wanted to do anyway
Mm-hmm.
because I'm one that I don't ask people's opinions. I just do what I want to do. So people would give me their opinions, and I'll be like, "Well, bitch, I never asked you. So
Right.
why are you giving me I never asked you to
Right.
begin with. So
Mm-hmm.
why are you giving me a hey lady prophetess?
Hey, Lady Prophetess,
I'm
how are
glad you was
you?
able to make a live.
Yes, I ain't seen Lady Prophetess in a couple of
See,
days.
Monte said he's at work now.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to us.
Mm-hmm.
But I've just never been that person. Like I've never asked anybody was it okay to do what I wanted to do.
Right.
So when people ask me, like I said, unless I think you look ridiculous, which nobody that has ever come to me and said, "How do I look?" has looked ridiculous for me to say, "You look ridiculous, bitch. Don't do that."
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna not support what they want to do because I've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there before. It was cool for a man to dye his hair blonde. My hair was dyed blonde. I was a child before Tupac. I was walking around with a nose ring, and people was looking at me like I was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just I have done things that was against the norm. Now they're normal for people
Mm-hmm.
to do. It ain't no thing to see a man with his nose pierced, or it ain't no thing to see a man with blonde hair. But when I did it, it was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? You know, you shouldn't do this. This is not right. But I didn't care because it's what I wanted to do. I didn't care what people had to say. I didn't care how people looked at me when I walk down the street. The whole nail thing that me and Tramel doing now,
Mm-hmm.
I've done it before. It was
Mm-hmm.
child. My nails was
But don't it feel good that?
long and hooked over like a because I like eagle claws.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, and I might just tell them to change these to eagle claws.
Mm-hmm. But don't it feel good to be accepted these days? It feels good that you can walk down the street and no matter what you look like, what you're wearing, what you have on, how you walk, how you talk, people just it's no big deal to them. People embrace you being
And
yourself.
even I think if it's a big deal, it's like why say something?
Yeah, yeah,
Because in this day and age, you saying something about something is not doing anything for
right.
anybody. So and you
And
don't
it feels
know.
good to not be afraid because I don't like, there was a time like back in our day, Joseph. If I would have had my nails long and painted like I have them now, I would have been
Oh, people would have been
afraid.
looking at you like you was crazy.
Not even that. I would have been afraid to walk down the street looking like that. But now I don't have fear of that because I know that the world has changed and I know that the world is changing. So I don't have any fear of it. I don't have any fear of being, I don't call it ridiculed. I don't call it being teased anymore because I feel like everybody has a right to feel the way they want to feel. Everybody has a right to their opinion. Everybody has their own different taste. If they don't like the way I look, they have a choice. They know that they have a choice. They don't have to look at me. They don't have to engage with me. They don't have to talk to me, and it's okay. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
and let me say this. It's funny you said that because I guess because I stopped doing all of this when you told me to get my nails done like yours for my birthday, and I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I was bothered behind it
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, what are people going to think? What are people going to say?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I had to check myself and say, wait a minute. You ain't never been the type of
Hey,
person
Brenda.
You ain't never been the type of person to
Mm-hmm.
worry about what a person thought or said behind what you did.
Mm-hmm.
But as I got older, I guess I got more reserved.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to come out of my box again.
Right, right.
And like, because at first when we got our nails done, oh child, I would make a fist so people couldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I had to pay for something, I'm like, ooh, child, I gotta take my credit card out. They're gonna see my nails, and I
Mm-hmm.
gotta.
You did?
Yes, I was. Oh God, I was so
You was
bothered.
that you was
I
that
was bothered when I first got them done.
wow.
But then when people was like, "Oh, your nails are pretty," and that when I did that blue foil,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody was like, "Oh, let me see your nails. Let me see your nails. Oh, they so pretty. They so
Uh,
pretty." And I'm like, that opened me up a little bit
really? I didn't know that. I
because
didn't
I
know
was
I
I
didn't
was bothered by it, and I had to check myself and was like, "Bitch, you ain't never been bothered by nothing that you did. So why are you bothered at 51 years old?"
I didn't know that wow, Papa. I didn't know that you had some discomfort about having your nails
I
done.
did because I guess as I got older, I was more reserved because I didn't want the attention that I got before. Because sometimes when you get that attention, when I was younger, it was fun attention to me.
Mm-hmm.
Even though people was calling me the F word and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
But as I got older, I didn't want that attention. Like I
Right.
just wanted to
I
blend.
know what you're saying.
Like I just wanted to blend in.
It's like Beyonce. It's like what you say with me being
Right.
Beyonce, you
I
being
didn't
Jay
want.
Z.
I didn't care if people knew I was gay or not. That's not what I'm saying. I just wanted to blend in. I
Right.
just wanted to come in the room and be Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to come in the room and be gay Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing that, I guess it reserved me in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So when you wanted me, you not necessarily, well, you did. You wanted me to do this. It was like, ooh, for real. But I didn't mind because it's not something I didn't do
You know what I
before.
hang on to anytime I feel uncomfortable about something that, because I told you, you and I, we sat down and we had this conversation. I said, Joseph, I said, I'm starting to have these desires and I'm starting to have these, I'm starting, there's certain things that I'm feeling that I want to do, I want to come out and
Mm-hmm.
do. And you know what I always hang on to?
What?
It's what the pastor said. The pastor, remember the pastor said, he said, what people think about you ain't none of your damn business.
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever I feel like I want to do something different or I want to do something that's going to make me stand out or it's going to make me look different from everybody else, I that resonates with me.
Right.
You know, I don't like it's none of my business what this woman thinks about me having my nails painted. It's none of my business what this pastor thinks of me being gay.
Hey, best
It's
friend.
none of my business of what these people in church think when it comes to me being who I am. It's none of my business. And so because it's none of my business, I mind my damn business
Right.
and I keep on and continue being me and I press on being me, whatever that is. And nobody can stop me from being that way. Nobody can stop me from doing that. And as long as I have the support of the people that love me, I'm good. And even when those people that support me now, if they should ever stop supporting me, I'm still going to have the courage to be me. And
Right.
that's a good feeling to me. And see, with me, I think I have accepted the world. I'm accepting of world change. You know, I'm accepting of it. I'm accepting of the fact that, you know, in this world now, um, you're not ridiculed. You're not teased for being who you are. You know, you can be anything you want to be. If you're a man, like we was watching this morning, you was telling me about that thing that they do in New Orleans.
Right.
You know, you can do that and still be considered a masculine man. You know, because you were like one of your friends that did the race, and you were like surprised. You were like, Shamel, I'm surprised he did it because he's always on, you know, his Facebook being this toxic masculine man. You know, so um, I'm just
But no,
I
he not.
accept
He
world
not.
change.
He not toxic. Don't.
No, no, maybe
No,
he
no, no.
not.
But that's what I'm saying. That's like
But
a
me,
wrong
I
way to
accept
describe
world
him.
change. I am accepting of world change. I'm accepting
This ain't
of
working because
the
this is getting
change.
soft. Just
Society's
give me the pillow.
change. You know, people have changed. Society is changing every single day. Society is changing. People are starting to be more open-minded today than they were yesterday, and although some people, even people like I remember when my mom um, was kind of feeling like, she didn't like the direction that I was going in when it comes to myself. People were telling my mother, "Is your son happy?" And she said, "Yes, he's happy." "Is that the most important thing to you?" "Yes, that's the most important. As long as my son is happy, I'm happy. I may not like that he get his nails done. I may not like what he does sometime, but he's happy. And as long as he's happy, I'm happy."
Because that's
And
all.
that's what a lot of people, that's a lot of what society's view is on on people now, is that as long as you happy and you doing what you want to do in your life, I ain't got no problem with you. As
Because
long as you ain't
but
trying to
at the end of
infringe
the
on
day,
me.
it's nobody's business. As long as
Right,
I'm not hurting you, as long as I'm not what I'm eating
right,
is not making you shit.
right.
So why are you concerned? Well,
As
you
long as
not really.
as long as you ain't trying to infringe on me, I'm good. I'm good. So that's the way, that's the direction that society is going in, and I think that's a great thing. I think it's a great thing that we as people are
Well, let's
learning
say
how to
some of
accept things.
society.
Yeah.
Because, well, actually, if you really notice, the only people that have a problem with what's going on is people that, quote unquote,
Are uncomfortable.
are either uncomfortable or church burgers.
And they only have a problem. Oh, excuse me. I think, you know what, and let's talk about the church. I think most church people have a problem with a lot of things that are going on within society, is because they're uncomfortable with it. It makes them uncomfortable. To them, it's awkward. To them, it's like, I would never, and because they would never, they infringe their beliefs on everybody else because they're uncomfortable.
I
And that's the
disagree
only
with
reason
you.
why, is because they're
I
uncomfortable.
agree and I disagree.
And they've been brainwashed. They've been
I agree
brainwashed.
because
They've been mentally abused to believe that if this person, like, if this person is doing this, or this person is singing this lyric, or if this person is saying these words, then they're going to hell. They've been brainwashed and mentally abused to believe that you don't have the freedom to do whatever you want to do. And see, this is the thing: people in people in church always say that God gave us free will,
but they don't act like it.
but they want to say that God gave us free will, but he said this. He said, "Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, and don't
But
do that."
where's that?
And I
Where's your?
understand that.
But that's like saying I give you free will, but you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't.
Well, in reality, that's what God said. God, He made the 10 Commandments. He said, "Don't, thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not
You
do
know
this, and thou
what?
shalt not
In
do that."
actuality, I believe the Ten Commandments was a roadmap
Mm-hmm.
because he knew what. Give me that. Because he knew what this world was going to turn into,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that the Ten Commandments is more of a roadmap.
But He didn't say, "Thou shalt not be gay." But there are Christians out there that believe that.
So he
There are
said that
Christians out
man
there that
should not
believe that a
lay with a
woman should
man.
not sell her body. That's not that's not a commandment. The commandment don't say, well, thou shalt not be a prostitute. The commandments don't
But
say thou shalt not be a
people
pimp.
will tell you that you can't drink, and then when you tell them, well, Jesus drank wine, they're gonna tell you it wasn't that kind of wine.
Right.
And I'm like, how stupid are you?
Right.
Wine is wine.
Right.
It didn't say grape juice.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't say pineapple juice. It
Right.
said wine.
Hey, best friend.
It said wine. So
Right.
wine is wine. No
Right.
matter how, because in the Bible it
And
says,
wine gonna get you drunk.
in the Bible it said, don't drink wine until you till drunkenness or something like that. So the wine they was drinking was getting them drunk. Because if the
Right.
Bible, if it didn't, the Bible wouldn't say don't drink
Because
when
let's
you're
be
drunk.
real, people were drinking wine. They weren't necessarily drinking it to get drunk. They were drinking it because it was good. It was so good that you had to have another glass, and so on and so on and so
But
on. And then
first
you
of
would
all,
you would be
what
drunk.
kills me is these people that want to live like Jesus. We don't live in Jesus' day.
Right.
First of all they had was water and wine.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't had juice. They couldn't go buy a
Mm-hmm.
Snapple. They couldn't go buy a Pepsi. They couldn't
Mm-hmm.
do that. So they only had wine and water.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who the hell gonna drink water for the rest of their
Right.
life?
What about
Nobody.
and if we were living in Jesus' time, what about the men that would give their wives to a
If
visitor that came to their home?
what if we
You don't do that.
what if we lived in Jesus' time? Men would be wearing dresses
Right.
because they didn't wear pants.
Right.
They wore, if you want to call it a toga or whatever you wanted to call it.
Let
They
me go
wore
outside in a
sandals.
dress and see what
But
happened.
I'm saying they wore sandals. They wore makeup. They did everything that. First of all, what I need to understand is all the makeup that men wore, nails that they put on,
Wigs,
wigs, and all of that. None
stockings.
of that was for women. Or heels,
Mm-hmm.
because they wore heels to be taller.
Mm-hmm.
None of that had to do with a woman. It all had to do with men. Do your
Mm-hmm.
research and you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden, when a man do it, it's a problem
Mm-hmm.
because it belongs to a woman. Well, when did it start
No, it's
belonging
not.
to a woman?
But see, it's not because it belongs to a woman. It's because society feels uncomfortable with seeing a man with heels on. Society feels uncomfortable with seeing a man with a skirt on. Society feels uncomfortable with these things. It's not because it's meant for a woman. It's because society feels like if you walk down the street, now let's be honest. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's be honest. If we was walking down the street right now, and you saw a man with a beard and a mustache, and
Makeup and
with
heels.
eyelashes on, with a dress on, how are you gonna look at him?
Right.
It's gonna be uncomfortable for you. It's gonna look weird to you. But if you walk up to that man and you see him with this dress and this makeup on, and he walks up to you and he says, "Hi, how you doing? My name is James. What's your name?" You're gonna have a conversation with him, and you're gonna look beyond what he has on. You're gonna look at his personality and say, "Oh, this guy is a nice guy." And that's it. You ain't gonna remember that he had a dress on and eyelashes and makeup and all that. You're gonna say, "I met somebody nice today," right?
Right.
It's not what society feels is meant for a man or woman. It's the comfortability of it all. It's people feel uncomfortable when you make a person feel uncomfortable. They will move away from you. They will shy away from you. They will tell you, "Get away from me. I don't want to see that. I don't want to look at that. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want you to be sitting next to me for somebody to think that I'm like that."
Right.
It's the comfortability of it all.
And
It's like
Elmaine,
brothers in
right.
the hood. Brothers in the hood, they don't want to admit that they friends with a trans woman simply because they don't want to be associated with what a trans woman is.
Right. Because how it's going to make them look.
It's what society, how society is going to look at them.
And Elmaine, and you are right. God did kill people in some horrible ways.
Yeah, God did. And it wasn't God, it was us. It was people.
You know, God, if you Old Testament, God killed people in some horrible
Yeah.
ways. And he cursed you and your offspring and your
Look at what he did to
offsprings and
Job.
your offspring's
You know?
offsprings and things of that nature.
Yeah. I mean, look at what he did to Job. He put Job went through the hell of hells.
But see, that's the
You
part that I
know?
don't get. Because we can't live in the Old Testament and the New Testament. Because once Jesus came, he stopped doing all of that.
Right. And
But
once God cleansed the earth, he made a decision that
but
he would
let
know that he would never, he would never destroy the earth like he did that
with
time,
water.
but he would let us live life a whole new way. There were no rules. That's why he gave us free will. See, in the Old Testament, you didn't have that free
You had to live
will.
by the law.
You had to live by the laws by God's law. But in the New Testament, he gave you freedom
Because
to
Jesus
have
came.
free will to live your life the way you
And that's
want
the
it.
part that I don't understand with people. that want to quote Bible scriptures because you
Mm-hmm.
can't live in both. You
Mm-hmm.
can't have both. But when Jesus came, the Old Testament became null and void.
Mm-hmm.
Everything when Jesus came is the way you're supposed to live,
Right.
or what you're supposed to live by, which is
Mm-hmm.
love. Because Jesus was love. Love conquers all. Love took over everything. And at that point, that's the part that I don't understand with these
Mm-hmm.
Christians.
And it's like, remember we did that video on that minister that said that everybody is going to heaven no
Mm-hmm.
matter what. And I was talking to somebody and they were like, well, they didn't believe in him, because if what he says is true, then that gives us free will to do whatever we wanted to do. We wanted to commit murder, we want whatever we want to do, we can do, and we still gonna go to heaven. And just because God gives you free will to do whatever you want to do, don't necessarily mean you got to do it. That's why we got men in jail. That's why we have people getting the death penalty. That's why we have punishment and we have consequences for the things that you do.
But if you look at it this way, how many parents sit in court with their kids that they know killed somebody?
Mm-hmm.
How
Mm-hmm.
many parents sit in court and beg and plead for their kids that they know did the crime?
Right.
Well, what make you think if God loved me that He ain't gonna do the same thing?
Because God told us we should have unconditional love.
But
We
no,
should
what I'm
have
saying is,
unconditional love for
what
our
make
children. We should
people
have
think
unconditional love for
that
our family members. We should have
just
unconditional
because
love
I stole
for
an
the people
apple
that we
because I'm
love.
hungry,
Mm-hmm.
what make you think God is gonna punish me for that for the rest of my life?
Right.
Because I stole an apple because I'm
Right.
hungry.
Or what makes
What
you think
make you
I'm gonna get
think?
my hands chopped off because I did it? Because that's what
No,
God did in the
if
Old
no,
Testament. He chopped your hands off.
man will chop your hands off because they think you did something
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But God is going to sit and go, well, my child was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
What was they supposed to do?
Right.
I mean, yeah, I said don't steal, but at the same time, there's a difference. If I'm just stealing to steal versus I'm stealing because I ain't had a meal in 7 days. Come on now.
Right.
Come on. Like, I don't get it. I don't. You can't peddle God off to me as some hateful thing when at the same time you know that I have a choice to do whatever I want to do.
I think that people are starting to see that. You know, I have gotten attacked on on other social media platforms like Facebook because I've said that, you know, most Christians, and this is what I believe, most Christians are arrogant when it comes to God and what God desires from us and what He wants from us. All God wants from for us is to be happy. He wants us to be happy. He wants us to love. He wants us to care about one another. He wants us to be empathetic. He wants us to have compassion for one another. That's what God wants. All these other things that people say he want us to be obedient and pray to him 10,000 times a day. First of all, the Lord don't want you to pray to him 10,000 times a day because you be getting on his nerves. God be like, shut the fuck up, you know. Um,
Not
and
shut the
yeah,
fuck up.
yeah, God be like, shut the fuck up. Y'all don't understand. God wants you to be real. He wants you to keep it real with him. He wants you to talk to him the way you desire or the way you feel you need to speak to him. He wants you. What's that song that Donnie McClurkin used to sing? Speak to my heart. God wants you to speak to his heart. Speak to his heart and keep it real. And if you say, God, I need a motherfucking job. Give me a motherfucking job. He wants you to say it just like that.
Because if that's how you talk,
Yes, that's how you talk. That's how you talk. God don't care about the words that you speak. He care about what it is you want. and church people and people that call themselves men and women of God, they need to get with that shit instead of always acting prudish and the Lord wants this and the Lord desires this. And when you go to church, you're supposed to sit there with your hands folded, and the deacons are supposed to do this, and the deaconess is supposed to do this, and the prayer warriors are supposed to gather around you and pray all this out of you and carrying on. The Lord don't want that. God don't want that. Y'all be getting on the Lord's nerves when y'all be doing all that shit. Y'all be getting on the Lord's nerve when y'all be speaking. Y'all think you think the Lord understand you when you be speaking in tongues? The Lord be like, "What the fuck is you talking about? Speak English. Speak English. Or if you French, speak French."
You don't want to say.
He's like, "Well, what the fuck is that? Did you just call me a chicken fajita or some shit like that?" You know, the Lord. That's what the Lord be thinking. He be y'all. The Lord is as reachable. He's more reachable,
You trying to say
and
they
he is
confusing the
more.
Lord?
The Lord is more reachable, and he is more engaging and understanding than we know. People feel like they got to go and they got to sacrifice their children. Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. They got to put a sacrifice up in order to get a message to God when all you got to do is open up your mouth and speak it. The Clark sisters said it best. If you just speak it with your mind, you know, you grasp it in your mind and speak it with your mouth, it's yours for the asking. If you just meditate on it and focus and concentrate on it and just wait on it, it's yours.
Yes,
If you
honey.
could just hold on to it and don't let go,
That's what I gotta do for
it's
sure,
yours.
honey.
It's yours for the asking. All these things that these
Hey,
Christians
Sheila.
sing about in their songs and they don't follow it.
Hey, Amara.
They don't follow it. I hear you, and you know one of the things that I hate to
Sheila,
hear.
you right. They don't even know what they say in themselves.
You know what I hate to hear Christians say?
What?
I'm just gonna walk out on faith
And they never do.
because they never do. They never walk out on faith. If you are within the sound of my voice and you call yourself a man and woman of God and you sit there and talk about how you gonna walk out on faith,
Then do it.
then damn it, do it. I dare you to do it. I challenge you to do it.
Let me tell y'all something. And my husband don't even know this because I ain't never said it to him. But y'all saw our video on Thursday about what happened with the car, what was going on with the car. Now, for me, from day one when that car broke down, I felt in my spirit, I said, God gave us this car. And the mere fact that God gave us this car, He ain't going to leave us without nothing. So if it
I'm sorry, y'all. We got knocked out. We got Whiskey Blue up in here. Uh-oh.
Hey, hey, hey. Listen, I am so grateful that you guys let me on. I want to say all hail to the McCrae King Joseph and King Tremel. I love you, brothers. And I needed to pop on real quick because I need to talk about something and share. Listen, I need to raise and to, or not to raise, to manifest $7,000 by Monday.
Oh wow, okay.
And I need people to just, I need only 7,000 people to give me $1. And I
Okay.
need y'all to help me get the word out
Oh
because
well
I
we
need to manifest something by Monday.
we we can do that. You know the McCrae Kings is on board for that.
I appreciate it. So that's why I wanted to pop on, because I have officially began my journey to the city hall here in Baltimore City. But having a political campaign or campaign costs money.
Yes,
It takes
yeah,
money to do things.
yeah, it
There are some
does.
things that has to be done even before I set up and organize my team so that I can take campaign dollars. But there is money that's needed before I can even take campaign dollars legally. So right now, I need people to just donate to Whiskey Blue, to BTG Whiskey Blue on Cash App, or if they want to send it via Zelle, they can send it using my phone number, 347-424-9737. So they
Well,
can either send it via Zelle or Cash App.
Well, what we're gonna do, Whiskey Blue, is we're gonna get your information. We're gonna put it in the description of this video. Y'all hear Whiskey Blue. Whiskey Blue he's on a campaign to raise money for his campaign. He's running for mayor in Baltimore City, and all he's asking for is $1, 4
Just one.
quarters, 100 pennies. That's all he's asking for. If you can donate $1 to Whiskey Blue, if you can donate $1 or more to Whiskey Blue, his Cash App is right there before you. And just y'all get y'all pennies together, get your dollar together, and just send a Cash App to Whiskey Blue and donate to his cause. Because it's always good to have a good person in office, but it's always good to have a black man in office as well. And let me tell you something about Whiskey Blue. Whiskey Blue is intelligent, he's charismatic, he's handsome. He is somebody that can get the job done. He's somebody that cares about his community. He's somebody that cares about the homeless situation. He's somebody that cares about education. He's somebody that cares about the elderly and the disabled.
Yes.
And he will do a great job as mayor of Baltimore City. So we need to put our support behind Whiskey Blue. And even if you just even sending a message to him and wishing him well on his journey is support enough. If that's all you can do to support him, then do that to support him. Just let him know that you support him and you wish him the best. If you can send him a Cash App of $1 or more, then by all means, he welcomes that. And I know, knowing the person that Whiskey Blue is, he appreciates any type of support that he gets.
I do.
So y'all, we need to get the word out. Get the word out. Share this video with everybody that you can share this video with, so that we can get the word out that there's a man named Whiskey Blue, also known as Kenton Rogers, that is running for mayor of Baltimore City, and he needs your financial support. Now, Whiskey, let me ask you this: is this raising of funds, is this a requirement? Because I know that when you are on the political avenue, sometimes
I
they
am
require
transparent and I am honest. Here is what this money is for, so that people know what I need help doing. I have gave Avis $15,000 over the past 52 weeks, renting a Toyota Camry from Avis that will never be mine, so that I could drive for Uber. That is too much money. And Toyota need to be giving me some money, and Avis need to be giving me some money.
I know
But
that's
I am
right.
in the process of starting the Whiskey Blue VIP transportation service, and this money is going to help me get that first car on Monday, so that I can hire 3 people who have driver's license, so that they can rent this car to drive for Whiskey Blue services on the Uber app and make money and help them change their economic and financial situation. That is what this money is for, to help economically empower 3 people, so that they will have a job, because they can't afford to rent a car like I couldn't afford to rent a car, but I've afforded it and paid over $15,000. And now I need to show Toyota that they're gonna need to support my campaign since I'm driving their fucking cars.
Well, you know what? We here in the McCrae Kingdom, we love one of the things that we love and we support is entrepreneurship. So anybody, any black man that is out there trying to build a brand, build a business, we are all for that. So we will definitely get the word out for you,
Yes.
Whiskey.
This
Um,
$7,000 is for the building of my brand and so that I can hire 3 people that need a job, that want to drive for Uber or Lyft, but they don't have the wherewithal. I'm about to give them the wherewithal and take away the excuses for why they not working, making money.
Listen, that's it, and it sounds like you want to employ people. You want to keep people working, and so that's
Exactly.
always a great thing. That's always a
Because we
great and
got to
beautiful
pay
thing.
down this national debt that we
Yes,
keep growing. The
most
national debt
definitely.
is growing every second, and we need to
And you
get
know
as
what? That's
many
one of the
people.
things. You know what I'm tired of hearing. You know what I'm tired of hearing, Whiskey Blue. I'm tired of hearing how black people. There's a stigma on us black people. We talk about how the Chinese people and the Arabic people and how all these other different races they come over here and they come together and they open up a Chinese restaurant or they open up a store and they stick together and they pool their money. They pull which one?
A cigarette.
Oh, they in my bag. They how they pull their money together and they they open up these businesses and we as black people we can't do that um simply because of this stigma that we have, this stigma that is had that is that we can't work together, or when we do try to work together somebody gets greedy or somebody wants more than what the other has, or somebody says, well, why is he getting all this money and I'm not getting nothing? That's the stigma that is on the black society, especially black people, when it comes to us owning our own business, owning and operating our own businesses. The stigma is that we as black people can't work together. We as black people can't open up a business and do and conduct business 100% the right way. We always got to find around the corner or a back door to go in order to operate a business. And that's the stigma that I'm trying to take away from people. Like I employ people, and I don't look at those people that I employ as people that are beneath me. I look at those people as my equals, and they can do the same thing that I can do. Listen. If we gonna make money together, let's make money together. We can make the same amount of money together, or you can make more than I can, and there's no jealousy, there's no envy behind that. There's no negativity behind it. You just so happen to be in a space to make more money than me at that point in time. But if I know that if I want to get there, I'm going to get there. You
Right.
understand what I'm
And
saying? So
can I say something, King Tremel? I
uh-huh.
need to put something out in the universe while
What's
I'm
that?
sitting here talking to you. I need to put out into the universe that I see the McCraeKingz moving to Baltimore. I see it. It's a vision that I can see. And we're about to manifest the McCraeKingz moving to Baltimore because
Well,
I
hey,
need the McCraeKingz here helping me on my political journey, number one, and because I trust you all, because you all have been an inspiration to me, and I need y'all closer to me as a part of my mastermind team. And so we
mhm.
need to manifest that as well.
Well,
So,
we don't.
people, I need y'all to help us make it happen. Let's find them an apartment that's for them here in Baltimore ASAP. I need to see them here within the next 30 to 60 days.
30 to 60 days, huh?
Yes, sir.
Listen.
30 to 60 days. We're about to manifest the McCraeKingz move to Baltimore, Maryland in 30 to 60 days. I'm about to show people how to manifest. Listen, the ministry that I'm starting is called New Species Fellowship, right? I'm
Mhm.
not going to take a salary at all. My people will just bless me with love offerings. I'm not taking a salary. I'm not taking any of the tithes. I'm not even going to require that our people pay tithes. What I'm going to require is that they tithe to their own bank account, that they tithe into an annuity and start becoming their own bank. That's what I'm going to share with our people to do.
Listen, let me tell you
We are
something.
students of the way of God in me, manifestation and liberation. Yes,
Listen,
sir.
let me tell you something. That may all that you just said, it's possible. You know why? And the reason why I say that is because, let me say this. The other day, Joseph and I, we came on live and we told people, what we were going through and how it was going to hinder us financially. And let me tell you something. These people that are in this comment section right now are our biggest supporters. These are people that have supported us financially. They still try their hardest to support us. I mean, we've had people send us a $10 cash app. We've had people send us different, amounts and stuff like that. Even if it was $2, they just sent it, just to say, this is all I can help you with for the moment. There's more coming. Don't worry about it. And it's a beautiful feeling, but at the same time it goes to show you how we as people, we as Black people, we can work together, we can support one another, that's one of the things that Joseph and I have always appreciated about our platform, is that anytime we've ever needed support, we've always gotten the support of our subscribers and our followers. And thank you,
Awesome.
subscribers and followers, for always being there, for supporting us. And thank you for the support that you have rendered to us this week. We don't want you to ever think that we've lost sight of it or we don't acknowledge it at all. A lot of people, they send us donations and they want to move in silence. As much as we would love to mention names, they say, oh, please don't say my name, please don't mention my name. And we honor that. We always honor that. But thank you so very, very much
And
for
I
all
wanna,
of your
I
support.
wanna.
And I want y'all to understand, if y'all see Whiskey Blue here. Whiskey Blue is a permanent fixture in the McCrae Kingdom. And if you want to see more of Whiskey Blue, you guys need to go over to his YouTube channel and over to his Facebook channel, or you can join us for the McCraeKingz Council on Sundays at 8 p.m., where Whiskey Blue is one of our featured commentators, and you'll hear him do commentary on all different types of things. So get used to seeing Whiskey Blue around. He's going to be around for a long time, we hope. And
Oh, for sure.
yes,
It's a done deal. It's
yes,
written.
yes, and know that we feel like we made a great decision by adding him to the McCrae King roster. So guys, I want to send out, and I'm sending out an official welcome to Whiskey Blue, and I want you guys to welcome him and embrace him. And I want you to make sure that you show him all the love and respect that you show us. We want you to show Whiskey Blue as well all the love and respect and support, both financially and morally. We want you guys to show him as well. So, with that being said, Whiskey Blue, we welcome you to the McCrae Kingdom.
Well, thank you very much. And I want to also say thank you for allowing me to come on and just pop in and sort of kind of hijack y'all show right now, y'all live stream. I appreciate it. But guess what? We do that to one another. You come to
Yes.
mine and hijack, I come to yours and hijack, because
Right,
we
right.
family like that.
Right. But the most important thing is both of our platforms, we have a voice and we have something to say. And
Exactly.
everything that everything that you have to say is important. It's positive. As long as it's important and it's positive, we're all for it. Same thing, and vice versa.
Okay. All right. Joseph, I love you. I want you to get back to sharing your story. You know,
See, see
do
that?
your thing. Thank you, Joseph.
Joseph was like, well, I was getting ready to tell my story.
I'm sorry, Joseph. I love you. and I appreciate you, and I owe you. I'll take you out to dinner when I come to New York. We'll go out to dinner at matter of fact, I don't know if you all have ever been to Houston's, but I want to take y'all to Houston. Whiskey Blue is going to take the McCraeKingz out to dinner to Houston's when I come to the area.
Well,
And
I can't say
it's
I've
my
ever been to you.
payback.
Have you ever been to Houston, Joseph? No, Joseph said he's never been there either, but I trust me, he gonna hold you to that one, buddy.
All right. And I'll be there. Watch this. I will be there in November, on November the 5th, because I'll be preaching in the Bronx. I will be the homilist for the elevation service of Pastor Sandra Stone to overseer.
Okay.
So when
Okay.
I'm up that weekend, we're gonna go grab a bite to eat.
Okay.
But by then y'all will be living here in Baltimore anyhow, so y'all gonna go with me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know that's right. You done spoke it already.
I
Hey.
sure did. It's how the universe works. We got to speak it into existence for it to manifest. I'm
Yes.
acting like it's already done because I see it is already done. And so it is when we're sitting in Houston in November and we take that trip to New York for me to preach and we go to Houston. We'll talk about it this day that I mentioned it and spoke it out of my mouth.
Well, all right. Well, all right.
That's called manifesting.
I know that's right.
And if people want me to teach them how to manifest, they can become a part of my master class. But they're going to have to pay me because this information is information I want to give to people, but people don't respect what they get for free.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have to pay me to teach them the mysteries of the scripture,
Okay.
to teach them these esoteric things concerning money and finance and manifesting
I know that's
and
right.
the God in them, but they got to pay me for that.
All
And so
right.
they're going to have to join my Patreon and become at least a 120 covenant partner. And I will give them the secrets.
I know that's right. I ain't mad at you, player.
Thank you, Joseph.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tramel. I love
Yes.
y'all.
Well, we love you too. And I don't know. Are you staying on or you?
I'm going to stay right here and just watch you all do what y'all were doing because I kind of hijacked. I want y'all to get back to it. So I'm going to support y'all as y'all make the transition back to what y'all were doing before y'all let me come on.
We was just having a Saturday afternoon chat, and that really is all that it was. We were just having a Saturday afternoon chat, and maybe you can chime in on what we were talking about. We were talking about we were actually talking about the Black church, and we were talking about, and maybe you can clarify some things because you're a minister, so maybe you can clarify some things when it comes to the way the world was and the way the world is now. And I was saying to Joseph that I am one for you know I accept world change. I
Right.
accept that the world has accepted things that back in our day were not accepted. I've accepted the fact that you can live in your truth today, and without ridicule, without being just hammered down or being beaten down mentally or verbally or physically. Hopefully, and it's not something that's happening everywhere, but it is something that is happening. And most things start with an idea, and because it has become an idea, it will eventually catch on and everyone will fall suit.
Right.
So what do you
I
think
agree.
about that?
Well, before I even share, was there a story that Joseph was about to share about that when I called in?
Well, what he says Joseph is going to, he has a show this afternoon that he's going to do his Joseph rants this afternoon. He said he's going to share his story on there.
Okay.
So yes, we
Well,
can we can proceed.
okay. Well, my input to this whole thing about the church is the church was where the church was. but the church is now where the church is, and the church is going to where the church is going, whether people like it or not. It is what has been designed by God and put into the script of God's great grand production that we are all a part of, that we have been created and given specific roles for. It
Mm-hmm.
just is what it is. The church was where they was. The church is where they are, and the church is going to where they're going, whether we like it or not. The reality is that the scriptures even talk about this whole coming of a one world government and all of that stuff. This stuff is going to happen whether we like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
There is currency that is not going to be the currency that we are used to now. There will be a one world currency. That is why you're beginning to see all of these different currencies vying to be the one world currency. Bitcoin and the dollar, the American dollar, the
Crypto
Chinese
cash.
dollar, the all of it. You know, digital cash, digital money.
Mm-hmm.
We are moving in a new direction, whether we like it or not. We
Right.
just have to learn how to flow on the wave that's coming. That is how rich people get rich and keep getting richer, because they know how to be sensitive to the changing of the tides, like a person that rides what you call that board that they put on the water. It's not a skateboard on the
A
water,
surfboard.
a surfboard. A surfer has got to learn how to get on a wave and then ride that wave as long as that wave is moving before it dies, and how to make the transition to the next wave that's coming. Rich people get rich doing this stuff. Poor people get rich doing this stuff. And poor people can get rich doing this stuff. And rich people lose money doing this stuff. But they're not afraid to lose money because they know how to get it back when they lose it. Poor
Mm-hmm.
people are afraid to lose money, so they're afraid to invest money. I ain't got no money, but I got value. And I spend money like I'm a millionaire, even though I don't have $1 million in the bank,
Right.
because I see myself as a millionaire. Money in the bank is not what makes me a millionaire. Millionaire in my mind is what makes me a millionaire. Me asking people to support what I'm doing is not because I need their money, it's because I need their support. And the way they show their support is by allowing me to be blessed by some of their money. They don't really support me if you're not willing to put your money behind your mouth. You can love Whiskey Blue all you want to, but you got to be willing to put money behind what I'm doing if you really love me. And if you don't have money, you have to still find a way of being of value. That can mean liking and sharing and making a comment and putting the word out to someone that do have the money if you don't have the money. But don't be upset because I'm doing something and aspiring to be something that you could aspire to be, but you didn't. And now I'm asking for your money to support me doing what I'm doing. Don't be upset with me. Don't be a hater. You could have did the same thing. So the
Mm-hmm.
church is where the church was. They're where they are, and they are going where they're going. And there are people back in the day that churches were never so open and affirming and vying for the LGBTQ support and dollar. They used to want our dollars, but they didn't want us.
Right.
Now they're going to have us along with our dollars.
Yes.
Because if you're not willing to have us, we're not going to give you our fucking
That's
dollars.
right. That's right. That's right.
So
That's right.
and guess what? You can talk about us all you want to talk about us. We are not so weak-minded where we can't sit up there while you talking about us. You're going to have to look us in our face and say what you got to say. And when
That's
we get
right.
tired
It's
of you talking about us, we're going to pack up our shit and we're going to leave, and you ain't going to get our money no more. So you
that's
better
right.
learn how to coexist with us, because we
That's
ain't
right.
going nowhere. We're
That's
not
right.
running with our tail between our legs like
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
used to.
Yep. It's like we become more conscious of the way in which we spend money. If I put my money in your collection plate, I want to know what I'm putting my money in your collection plate for.
That's right. And guess what? Let me tell you something. Even the Caucasians are about to support what I'm doing. You know why? Because I'm asking for their support. I'm
Right.
not going around here hemming and hawing about no 40 acres and a mule. I need more than some damn 40 acres and a mule to be the president of the motherfucking United States.
Right.
I need more than that. But they're going to give me money and help me because I'm asking them to,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not demanding that they do it. I'm
Yes.
asking them. And the
Right.
scripture said, ask and it shall be given.
Right.
They're going to respect this black man because I was sent to the earth to bring all races together. I
Right.
was sent to the earth because division came when the people with Nimrod was trying to build the Tower of Babel. They had one voice. They all were speaking the same language. And they were going to build this tower all the way up into heaven. And God stopped them because he knew that they were in unity, saying the same thing, doing the same thing, and they were going to be able to accomplish what it was they were set out to accomplish. So he divided their language and divided races and all of that stuff. Well, Whiskey Blue has been sent into the world to bring the races together. Because regardless of whether you're black, white, brown, yellow, red, whatever you are, we are all a part of the human race. We have been too focused on our differences instead of focus on what we fucking have in common. We
Right.
all have the same blood. You cut me, I'ma bleed the same color blood that you bleed. That is what Whiskey Blue is come to do. That is why I am running for the mayor of the city of Baltimore, just to get my feet wet in politics. But I'm headed to the motherfucking White House at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C.
I
Did
know
y'all
that's
hear me?
right.
Whiskey Blue for mayor, Whiskey Blue for president. All of
Hey.
it happening at the same time.
Hey. Listen.
Am I talking right?
No, I mean, listen, there's always been an etiquette to the way in which you get things and get things done in society. And that etiquette has always been to ask. But a lot of people have been demanding and telling people, you're going to do this for me or you're going to give me this. And see, that's not the way you speak to me. You don't talk to me like that.
Exactly. And
You
I
ask
am
me, if you
asking.
want something from me, you ask me for it and you say please and thank you.
Yep. And guess what, King Tremel? I'm asking King Tremel and King Joseph and Reese Cup and Melissa and Monte and everybody else that's listening right now. I'm asking y'all to be the first one to cash at me $1 towards this $7,000 that I need to raise and manifest by Monday. I'm
Listen, my
asking you, please help me, and I'm saying thank you in advance.
Listen, my dollar is sent already. So, you know, you got the support of the McCrae Kings. Y'all
Thank
and
you.
y'all hear whiskey needs your support. So we support those that we love. We support those that that need our help. We support those that ask, and we support those that say thank you, and we support those that appreciate. And as long as you continue to do that, then great things will happen. Great things will come our way. Um, so guys out there, support Whiskey Blue. If you can send him a cash app of $1 or more, then by all means do that. His cash app is posted right under him His Cash App is posted right under him, so you can send a Cash App to him, and I promise you that it is greatly appreciated, not only for the McCraeKingz, but by Whiskey Blue as well.
Yes. And
Most
I thank
definitely.
you. I thank
Most
you,
definitely.
brothers. You all have been an inspiration to me. Listen, Whiskey Blue would not be Whiskey Blue if it wasn't for the McCraeKingz. And I'm trying to hold my tears back, but I mean this from my heart. I would not be Whiskey Blue if it wasn't for you guys playing your role and being the McCraeKingz and doing what you did, because what you did inspired me to be my true self. And now I'm living in my authenticity and being my organic self. And I have never been more liberated and fired up as I am now. But it's because y'all did what y'all did. It's
Uh-huh.
because y'all got married and because y'all became public about your marriage and your openness that made me become open, even though I still ain't got a wife or a husband yet. You all
Uh-oh.
inspired me to live in my truth.
Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat, Tristan. You late. I'm just playing with you, Tristan.
So I
I'm
thank
just
you
I'm, I'm
and I
just
love
playing with you, Tristan. Welcome, Tristan. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Y'all, I hope y'all going over there to watch Tristan videos. His videos are always so interesting. I love to watch Tristan when he is doing a review on something to eat. He is just so relaxed and laid back when he do his little reviews and stuff like that. So welcome to Tristan. Welcome Tristan to the chat. Shout out to Lips, and shout out to all the other content creators like Monica from Monica's Views and News. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all need to go over there to see Monica's Views and News. She's gonna give you what's going on in celebrity gossip. She's gonna give you what's going on with the serious views and issues that are going on in the world. Monica's Views and News. She is going to give it to you. Lips, he's going to let you know what's good to eat. Yes, he is. He gonna let you know what's good to eat, and y'all go get on over there and get y'all a bottle of his hot sauce.
I
Get
gotta
the
get
mild.
over
I'm
there.
telling you, just get the mild hot sauce, because I'm telling you, anything else gonna burn your ass up, right, Joseph?
Mm-hmm.
Joseph talking about getting the other hot sauce. He's talking about getting the one that's hotter than the one we got. Shit, I almost burned my ass out with that hot sauce that we got. But we're gonna let y'all go because we have to go on about our day, and today is actually movie day for the McCraeKingz. Y'all know on Saturdays and Sundays the McCraeKingz, we do movies and we watch our movies. We get our popcorn, we get our little snacks and stuff, and we get our popcorn, have us a nice little lunch. And then Joseph, I'll be like, Joseph, it's time for me to take a little nappy nap. He's like, Tremel, it's too early for you to be taking a damn nap. I'm like, Joseph, I'm 54 years old, I got to take a nap. But then when I take a nap, I end up being up all night. But we ain't gonna do that today. I don't think I'm gonna take me a little nappy nap today, Joseph. I think we're just gonna watch movies today. I think today is gonna be a Marvel day where we watch some Marvel movies. You know, like Doctor Strange and the Avengers and stuff like that. So we're gonna let y'all go on about y'all day. Of course, if y'all get any ideas or you have any questions or any comments, please send them to the McCraeKingz at gmail.com. Y'all, please make sure that you add to your roster the one and only world famous commentator Whiskey Blue, and y'all support his cause, and y'all support him running for mayor in Baltimore City. And if you live in Baltimore City and you want to meet Whiskey Blue, send me an email. Send me an email, and we will try to make it possible for you to do a meet and greet with Whiskey Blue if that's something that you're interested in doing. And if you want to hear Whiskey Blue speak, or you want to know where he's going to be speaking next, because he travels all over the country speaking at different churches and different events and things like that, by all means, please contact me and I will get you his schedule and let you know where you can see Whiskey Blue speak. I believe he said he's going to be in New York City in November. You said November 5th?
Yes, sir.
And where will you be in New York? Because I know
I will
Melissa.
be in I will be in the Bronx. I will get you all the information and we'll be sharing it as posting it as soon as I get it. But I want people to know that I'm now officially a part of the Dare. Is it Dare to Be Different?
Yes, Dare to Be Different
I'm a
Entertainment
part
Group.
of Dare to Be Different Entertainment, and officially now the McCraeKingz are my managers.
Yes, most definitely. So, like I said, if you guys want to do a meet and greet with Whiskey Blue, or you want to hear him speak, because let me tell you something. If you go to hear him speak, I'm telling you, he's a powerful entity in the room. We will get that information for it because I know Melissa lives in New York, and so maybe she might want to come out and support. And we have a couple of our other subscribers that live in New York City that may want to come and support you. We'll get that information out, get that information so people will have that. But in the
Yes.
meantime, guys, we are going to let you go on about your day. Thank you so much, Melissa. We love you. Melissa is a sister to us. She is just she's one of our sister queens. Thank you so much for all of your support, Melissa. But we're going oh God. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. We're gonna let y'all go on about y'all day. Y'all make sure y'all watching us on all social media platforms. Y'all know what those are. Make sure you get over to Whiskey Blues channel and check him out. He's on Facebook under the name Kenton Rogers, or you can catch him under Whiskey Blue right here on YouTube.
And the cash apps are coming in even as we speak. I
Yes.
don't know if your supporters want me to call their names out or not, but they know who they are, who have sent the cash app already. Some have sent one for $1, someone for $5. I appreciate you. Let me know if you want to remain anonymous or not, because I want to let the world know that you're supporting this whole campaign.
Yeah, a lot of our subscribers, they like to move in silence.
Okay.
Whiskey, they like to move in silence. For the most part, they'll let you know if they want you to, if it's okay for you to
Okay.
mention their names or whatever. But a lot of our subscribers, they like to move in silence, and we like to respect that about them. But by all means, if you want to mention their names, you can mention their names. And I'm pretty sure that they won't get too upset with you about doing that. But yes, guys, we're gonna let you guys go on about your day. You guys have a great and prosperous day. If it's Saturday, you want to lay back, lay back. I know most people on Saturdays they clean their house up. They do like they do a fresh overhaul of their whole homes, and they clean up their house. Remember back in the day, Whiskey, back in the day, that your mama used to clean up on Saturdays. And remember
Sure
when you
did.
remember you would sweep the floor. Your mama would tell you, "All right, pick up the trash." You go in the kit, you go in the living room and get one of them album covers and pick up the trash with the album.
I remember. I remember.
Yes, Lord. I just wanted to I just wanted to mention that throwback. But y'all, we're gonna let y'all go on about y'all day. Y'all make sure y'all walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. And always remember, it's Team McCrae.
All damn day.
Talk to you soon, guys.
God bless y'all.
Bye-bye.